Thanks for checking out Get Lost with Greg. On this episode, we are at Marl Lake, and I'm going to go show you the Cut River on my kayak. Let's go. Before we head out, I'm just going to give you a quick tour of the rig, show you what I'm taking with me. It's already 5 o'clock, so we're not going to spend too much time out here. I just want to give you a quick tour of the Cut River. In case you have plans on coming out here this summer, you'll know what to expect. A hammock is a must-have if you're kayaking in my book. You have Cheez-Its because you need a snack out there. We have the anchor, but I probably won't need it. Got a bottle of water because you have to stay hydrated. This is one of my brand new Pelicans I got for Peace Love Kayak that hasn't even been in the water. I still got the registration stickers on it. It's good for 2026. This might be going for sale soon. I got 4 kayaks now I got to unload. If you're interested in one or two, let me know in the comments. Nothing else to do, but let's get on the kayak and get going. Right now we are about in the middle of Marl Lake. Just want to give you a quick 360 view here. And again, you can see the bottom where I'm at. Wasn't joking when I said there's no houses or businesses here. It's all state land, so it's protected. In late summer and early fall, this area becomes like a grassy area. You kind of have to know where you're going to get to the Cut River, but it kind of turns into its own little highway. It's kind of cool. But right now, it's early spring. The grass is just starting to grow, so it should be no problem getting to the Cut River. I'm probably going to say it a lot, so if you want to play along at home, count how many times I say the Cut River. It's going to be a bunch, I bet. Okay, now we're in the grassy area. The wind dies down over here, which is nice. You might be able to actually hear me now. Birds flying around doing bird things. This is what I'm talking about. It becomes like a little road, a water road to get to the Cut River. The first time I came out here, it took me a while. I was kind of just paddling around aimlessly, but I found it. Red-winged blackbird. Those used to be my favorite birds when I was a kid. Now through my faith and spirituality, bluebirds and cardinals are my favorite. Also bald eagles. I'm an American. I've always had a thing for bald eagles. When I was a kid, I didn't really know my love of the outdoors was going to grow like it did. But I used to have wallpaper that was eagles, and I had pictures that were bald eagles. It's pretty cool now that bald eagles are getting more popular. They're not endangered like they used to be, so you can actually see them now out in the wild. Okay, my first time out here in over a year, and I ran myself into a dead end. We'll get there. So right now, I'm going to shut the camera off, and once we're actually to the Cut River, I'll turn it back on and show you what I see. It wouldn't be an episode of Get Lost with Greg if we didn't get lost a little bit, right? Well, we made it to the entrance of the Cut River. It's right here. Stuck back here in the grass area. Birds all around us. I'll show you the telltale sign that you made it to the Cut River. when you get here, this log, at least it's been here all last year and it's still here this year. This tells you that you made it to the mouth of the river. Don't go that way, it'll just take you back out to Marl Lake. You see the log, you turn a hard left, and you have made it to the infamous Cut River. If you paddle in about 5 minutes or so, it gets real calm and the wind dies down once you get into the trees. Look how clear this water is, folks. This log is pretty cool. I used it last year to prop up my kayak and chill out up on there. Chill out up on there. Never know what I'm going to say. Okay, let's keep going. That's a fat red-winged blackbird. He hasn't lost his winter weight either. That's how I feel. This is my first paddle of 2024. This is how I like to work out. It's way better to me than going to a gym. The whole time you're kayaking this river, you're gonna see minnows, you're gonna see good-sized bass. I think I've even seen some trout in here. Okay, now that we're in the trees, you can just see how the water has calmed down. The wind hopefully stopped picking up on my microphone. Once you get here, to get here, it's a little bit of a paddle. Not everybody's going to want to do it, but the payoff is worth it. There's not too many rivers I know of in Michigan that you can really go and have peace and quiet, have clear water, see wildlife. Pretty much all year round, you can be left alone here. You might see a person here or there, but it's unused like all the popular lakes and bodies of water. So if you want to party and take shots and do all that beer pong stuff, stay to that Torch Lake. You can do that Houghton Lake. But if you're like me and you like the outdoors and you want to just get away and find some peace of mind, come here. I know on this channel I should be talking, but I just like listening to the birds. My other channel, Yumi POV, I'll be making videos like this without me talking. It'll be just from this point of view, but you could just listen to the birds talking, or listen to the birds talking and chirping and flying. But if you like that kind of content, just go to You Me POV. This channel, I'm going to try to do more on-camera stuff and give you my point of view, give you some pointers, talk about life. Like I said, I just dropped my daughter off. We had another awesome weekend together. And my ex tells me that Father's Day weekend, she's going to have my daughter because she planned a graduation party for her other kid. Instead of getting all upset like I used to do and want to fight and cause a scene, I just bit my tongue and I said, okay, we'll figure it out. And I came here. Life is all about how you handle situations. Everything is a test. You can either fail it by causing a scene and fighting, or you can pass it by having control over your emotions. It took me 39 years to figure this out. If I can help out anybody with the advice that I have, I'm going to do it, whether I want to be on camera or not, whether I want to talk or not. I feel like keeping everything bottled up is not what I'm supposed to be doing. Old me never would have wanted to talk to you guys. Old me would have been just fine out here on the river by myself. Kept everything to myself, didn't talk to anybody. But now this older, wiser me actually wants to help people if I can. Come a long ways in a year. Just a year, I was just started my journey being homeless. I was going through a divorce, and I was just an angry, angry person. I was still smoking pot to try to deal with my problems. In 1 year, I got baptized, and everything has changed. There's hope for everybody out there. You just have to want it. Best thing you could do for yourself is just get away from the bar scene. Get away from all those people who want to just sit there and cover up their problems instead of dealing with them. You can either add to problems or you can try to fix them. So I told you what I did for Mother's Day. What do you guys do? Go to church? Did you hang out with your mom? Did you do anything outside? Anybody that watches this video, again, I'm a rookie YouTuber. I don't expect anybody to really watch these videos, but if you do, comment below where you're from. It'd be kind of cool to touch base and see how far this video reaches. I am from, obviously you guys know I'm from Michigan. Spent 1 year in St. Pete, Florida. That was the best and worst year of my life. And the rest of the time I've been in mid-Michigan. Look how clear this water is. Last 4th of July, I told you guys I was out here and I had a couple bags, just a couple empty plastic bags, and I was picking up garbage on 4th of July in Michigan. 4th of July in Michigan is like a real big holiday. It's a big drinking holiday. I was out here on this river by myself picking up garbage from this river. That's how much everything has changed. That's how much I love this river. Like, I was never the person who picked up garbage. I would see it and say, oh, that's stupid. I can't believe people throw out their garbage. Now I'm the actual person who picks it up because this is God's place. This is not our place. This was here long before any of us were born, and it's going to be here till Jesus comes back and makes it better. Even my 7-year-old daughter knows that throwing garbage out was wrong, and she even picks it up. We can do better, people. Place is beautiful. It's a turkey vulture up there. Hopefully it doesn't go after my Cheez-Its. There's some fish down there. The only way to come here if you want to fish is by kayak. So even though there are some fish here, there's not a lot of people that fish. Looks like I just said fish a lot. But as you've seen, like, there has not been one spot that I haven't seen bottom, right? It's a real safe place to come, and it's a good spot just to park your kayak and go for a swim, go for a dip and cool off. Look at all the minnows. Since I'm talking on this channel, we probably won't see anything, but almost every time I come on this river, I see at least a deer or two. As you can see from the depth, it does look pretty low in spots. During the end of summer last summer, there's spots where you kind of drag bottom, but I've never gotten stuck. I've never had to get out of my kayak to keep walking to deeper water. So like I said, if you're going to kayak anywhere, there's really no downsides to the Cut River other than the more people that know about it, the more people are going to use it. But so far, I ran into 3 people so far in one group of kayakers. That's been it. 70 degrees in Michigan, and there's no traffic here. So even if I make a video of this place, I don't think it's going to go blow up and be crazy busy. Hopefully not. If you want to check it out, I highly recommend it. Just look at this. If you've paddled around Michigan on a kayak, where's your favorite place to go? I got my first kayak years ago, second girlfriend. We were bored one day and we just said, let's go get some kayaks. And I bought this yellow Pelican enclosed, I think a 10-footer. We used it, well, I used it for a couple of years and it was just not my thing. I didn't like how it was enclosed. There's no options. You just sat straight up, legs out forward, and that was it. And it was pretty boring. My love for kayaking really happened because of this kayak. I wanted a blue sit on top. I can lay back if I want. I can sit up straight. I can haul my foldable bike on here. There's options with this kayak, and it really made me fall in love with kayaking because it's comfortable. I'm sitting in like a lawn chair, paddling on this river. I'm not straining. I'm not sore. I'm like, I don't know. There's not too many downsides so far that I found with kayaking. It's maintenance free. Once you pay for your kayak, it's good to go. There's no putting oil in it. There's nothing you have to do. I only have stickers on here because I was going to rent them out. Once you buy a kayak, it's good to go for life, as long as you take care of it. But as far as kayaking goes, I've been to Rose City. Obviously, I've done Bay City. I've kayaked here. I went to Torch Lake once. That's about as far as I've gone. Like I said, I like to go where there's clear water, which from my experience in Michigan, there's not too many options. So if there's a place that you think I should check out, let me know in the comments. I have been on the Cass River. I've been on in Midland, that river, the Chippewa. They're just brown water. I kayaked over in Mount Pleasant. It's brown water. Like, there's just not a lot of options here. I like Torch. Torch is pretty, but not in the kayak. There's too many boats, and if you didn't have a boat, you just felt like a creeper just paddling around. That was not my scene. That's why I like Higgins. Higgins is as pretty as Torch, but it's just less judgy, more accommodating, I guess. It's less of a party scene. It's more of a laid-back area up here. We have almost made it to my hideout spot. I think I'm going to put up the hammock just so you can see. I have a nice 11-foot hammock that's really comfortable, but that's down home in Bay City. This was a spur of the moment trip. I did not plan on making this video. I just got the bad news and I didn't want to just go home and be angry. So I figured it's nice out. My storage unit is a quarter-mile from this spot. So I just threw the kayak in the car and I came down here. So the hammock I have is one I got like 2 years ago. It's an enclosed bug net hammock, so it's not really good for right now, but it'll at least paint the picture of what it's like chilling out in the Cut River. Like I said, last summer when I learned about this place, I was smoking pot, and this was the perfect spot to come chill out and smoke and get away from the world. But now that I'm clean and sober, I still find this place is awesome. Like, you don't need to be drunk, you don't need to be high to enjoy life. That's the biggest secret I can tell you guys. All my buddies would, tell me, oh yeah, I drank last night, or I drank Thursday, I drank Friday. I think they were just saying that to sound cool. I was really drinking 7 days a week for 14 years. I would wake up and I would mix a drink and take it to work with me. And I didn't stop until I would pass out that night. I thought everybody else was doing what I was doing. I didn't know that I really had a problem. I was working full time. I was maintaining relationships, kinda. I didn't think I was really that bad until I realized how bad my life really was. It was the car accidents. It was having the fake friends that only wanted me to be a bar friend. I wasn't going to weddings. I wasn't going to funerals. I wasn't going to normal stuff that you do. They would just invite me to be the bar friend, right? At a certain point, you realize, oh, I don't have any real friends. My family, little by little, they all called me the black sheep, and eventually I didn't have family left over. And it's because I was a drunk. People want to be around the drunk until it's too much. when I was falling down, passing out on babies, falling into fire pits, falling in anywhere. Like I was a mess, people. Like when I talk about drinking, it's because I've been there. I've done that. I know what it's like on the other side now. I don't know where my journey's going to go with church. Last week I signed up to be an local outreach person to try to help people locally that's got addiction problems, it's got mental health issues. So I've been there and I've dealt it, and I know that everybody needs Jesus. He really is the cure. He could take all your problems away. All my anxiety went away, my depression went away, my suicide thoughts went away. Just being angry at the world went away. Everything went away when I came to Jesus, asking for help, and I started living right. There's my 2 cents. We made it to my hangout spot. I'm going to put up the hammock and let you see it. Well, folks, we made it to my little hideout spot on the Cut River. I'm not going to specifically tell you where it's at. I'll let you figure it out for yourself. But check this out. It's really like God made this for a kayaker. If you go to this tree here, you see this? It's a natural loop that you can just tie off your kayak to. I've had it there. It's never came undone. It's perfect. Got this nice clear water. This is where I spent like an hour picking out glass. Somebody threw like 10 glass bottles of alcohol here. So that was nice. Me and my daughter both had cut feet. But right now, should be all clean and clear. Bunch of minnows down here. The hammock isn't perfect. It doesn't fit the spot like oh shnikes. Just had an issue. I just walked in the water with my phone and the keys in my pocket. Hopefully that's okay. Let's go check that out again. Let's try that again. My mouth doesn't talk. This water is freezing. Holy moly. I was just going to give you a better view for my hideout spot, but I don't think I'm going to go below that area right now. There's the trees that I use for my hammock. Like I said, it's not set up perfect right now, but you can just see the view. You have birds. Higgins Lake is, if you go around this corner, you're pretty much there. That's where Higgins Lake is. So the road's right there. So it can get loud. But for all the places I've kayaked, this is my favorite. It's got the trees. It's got the tie out for my kayak. It's got this view. So if you're on the Cut River and you want to check out my spot, I'll let you use it for free. It's not my spot. God made all this. Just take care of it. Don't throw your glass in the water. Don't leave your garbage. Any kayaker, any outdoorsman, you pick up what you brought in, right? You pack it and take it with you. There's a lot of outdoorsmen, a lot of fishermen I've noticed, they will go fishing with worms, and instead of taking the container of worms, they just leave it. That's not biodegradable. That's not being a good outdoorsman. There's all these outdoorsmen who hunt and fish, but they leave their shelves out there. They leave their garbage. They leave their beer cans. They leave their targets. They leave what they brought with them. They just leave it. And I don't understand that. If you're an outdoorsman, be an outdoorsman and take care of the outdoors. Again, that's my 2 cents, my little advice to you. This is God's green earth. He did this. We didn't do that. He just lets us live here. The only thing that we can do is take care of it. One day it'll be gone. My daughter likes to tell me all the time that it's tough being a kid. There's some days it's tough being an adult, right? This is one of them. I just did something I told you I wasn't going to do. I walked through the deep water to get here so you could see a better view. My southern ground region's a little bit numb right now, but I did it for you guys. I hope you appreciate it. You can take in the whole picture here. I just want to live here. I don't even want to go back to Bay City right now. Paradise on Earth, the Cut River. Highly recommend you check it out. You can park at Marl Lake. All you need is a state park pass. It's free to come enjoy this place. This is worth an entry fee. I would pay money to come here instead of an amusement park or a concert, but that's how the world works, right? I don't know if I'm going to take video of me heading back. It's going to be the same thing that you just saw. So I think I'm just going to end the video here. Again, this was impromptu. I didn't plan on this video, but I just wanted to take you along and show you this place. Thanks for watching Get Lost with Greg. Till next time, get lost.